Um, Today we're going to be talking about the ASVAB and the verification test and the process and everything you have to go through at MEPS when you're doing all that. It's kind of like a part 2 to my last video. So yeah, let's get right into it. So the first question is the math on the practice test the same level as the actual test math? Yes, the math on the practice test is the exact same as the math on the regular test. It's all the same. Like, you might even see a question like that's the exact same from the practice test on the regular test, just worded differently. Like, they make sure that you're ready by giving you the exact same problems that they would give you on the regular test. So it's definitely going to be the exact same. Okay, the second question. Where can I go to find practice tests? Okay, so like I told y'all in the last video, I'm going to insert a clip of me going and typing in what I typed in to find the website that I used. So I'm going to insert that right after this question. Question 3. What's a good website? Again, the website will be right here after this video. I mean, after in that last clip Question 3. Where can I find a good website? And like I said, it's in that I just answered the question in the last clip. There's a video of me recording showing y'all where I got the website, where I found the website and everything. And I like the website. Like, it was very helpful because they give you the descriptions and everything, and they explain it step by step. And you just can keep taking the practice test. You can take it in individual sections, or you can take a full test. So that's what I really love about the website. That's why I was using it. And you really can use it like for anything. It doesn't even have to just be the ASVAB. So that's why I like it. Question 4. What was the guy's YouTube channel? Okay, the guy's YouTube channel that I use, I'm going to insert a clip for that as well after this question. But basically, he just has the paper, and he's just doing the problems on the paper. And it's really helpful, guys, especially if you need to like see somebody do it. Then that's definitely what you need to do. Like, if you can just do it and go off the descriptions, then use the website. But if you're more of a person where you have to actually see them do it and hear them like explain it, then watch the YouTube video, and you can just keep watching it, because that's what I did. I kept watching the YouTube video. Both of them were helpful to me, but the YouTube video was definitely a big success when it came to me understanding things more broken down.
I got a car, all on my phone with a new app called Fair. Let me show you how that works.
In this video, I'm going to take you through the Armed Services Vocational Aptitude Battery maths sections. And we're going to go through all of the sort of maths that you need to be aware of to actually do the calculation, because our mental math is just not that good. So we can say this one's roughly 0.6, this one's roughly 0.4. It goes millionths, and then 10 millionths, 100 millionths, billionths, 10 billionths, 100 billionths, and so on, but you don't really need to go that far. Get 90 divided by 100, so times that by 100, times 100, so that's 0.9 times 100.
Question 5. What was the easiest part for me? Okay, the easiest section for me was the word knowledge, because I'm an English nerd. My mom's an English teacher. Like, everybody in my house is big on English, so word association was really easy to me. The reading was easy to me. Once I practiced the math and kept doing it and studying and everything, then that became easy to me as well. So I definitely think whatever you're gifted in, then you'll really do good in that section. And then whatever you need practice in, just practice it, and then you'll have it. Because I'm not the best math person, but when I practice, I can get it. So I feel like I was pretty good in all sections, just because I did study, and then the fact that I knew the word knowledge and the reading and everything. So yeah, I think it's just the main thing of studying. That'll be y'all's best bet. Okay, question 6. What do you need to take to MEPS when you go to take the verification test? Great question. So when you get there, you're going to need your ID, your social, and your recruiter. I'm pretty sure they take you, but if they don't, then make sure that you get the paper saying that you can test. And if you're taking the regular test, then just use the regular papers and everything. But if you're taking the verification test, then make sure that when you get there, tell them that you're taking the PICAT verification test. Because if you just go in there and say, I'm taking the ASVAB, then they're going to be like, oh, okay, we're going to put you on the regular test. And that's going to bump you back into all 11 sections. And if you take that test again, then whatever score you get on this second one is the score you keep. The score that you had the last time is not going to be the score. It's gonna completely erase that score. Nobody's going to remember it. It's going to be that new score. So make sure that you say the PICAT verification test. That is very important, guys, because they will bump you into the full test. You just want to take those 15 to 20 questions, and then you get another test, but it's just to know what you know, about jobs and stuff like that. So yeah. Question 7. How long did you have to take the test? It took me about 2.5 hours, but I was really tired. It was early in the morning. I was really tired, but yeah, it wasn't bad. I just was tired, so I was kind of stalling on some of it, especially the mechanics part. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm never gonna get through this. But guys, you will get through it. It's not that bad, I promise, as long as you study. Okay, question 8. Where did you take your test? I took my test in the recruiting office, and a lot of people don't know that you can take your test in the recruiter's office. So if y'all have that opportunity and your recruiter lets you do that, make sure you take it in your recruiter's office. It's much more comfortable. You don't have to go through the stressful MEPS process. because that's the last thing you want to do is deal with MEPS people on the day of your test. Like, it's going to be so stressful. Like, just having to go through that process, and sometimes you have to wait like hour, 2 hours to take your test, and you're just sitting there like nervous, stressed out. Like, you stress yourself out before you even get a chance to go to the test. So I suggest y'all, if you have the opportunity, take the test in your recruiter's office. It's much more comfortable. Most of the time it's quiet if you go in the like in the morning. I know it was quiet for me. Now they will like come in periodically to check to make sure you don't have your phone, because you take all your stuff in the room, so it's not like they hold your phone out there. Some recruiters do. I know one recruiter in the office did, but my recruiter, I took the test with the chief, and she let me take all my stuff in there. But they will come in periodically, act like they printing out stuff and stuff like that. But yeah. Okay, next question. How long did you have to wait before you took the verification test? So I was gonna take it immediately after I took my ASVAB, but MEPS was full, and they fill up quickly. Like, people be getting there 10 o'clock in the morning, 11, even 1, and they be full for the rest of the day, because they close at, I think, like 6 or 7, 5 or 6, something like that. They close. But yeah, I had to wait a week and a half, and I didn't think it was that big of a deal to be like waiting that long, because I thought that it was just gonna be like just some new questions on the test. But every single question from the verification test is going to be on your test. It's not going to be all of them. It's only going to be like 15 or 20 of them, and you need to know your exact answers. Now, I'm not telling you to sit there and just like study it, but at least try to remember what you did, especially, and don't cheat, because if you cheat, then you won't remember what you put. Just work it out. If you need to work it out on the verification test, do that, because they give you as much time as you need, and the verification test is not long. It's like 15-20 questions. But if you fail that verification test, if you don't pass and you fail more than 3 of the questions, then they'll automatically bump you into the full test, and you're gonna have to take it over again. There's nothing you can do. So I suggest you study, and try to remember what you put on the test. Work those problems out, so when you get to the verification test and that same problem is there, you can work that out the same way and get that same exact answer you got on the ASVAB. Yes. Okay, next question. What are some of the main formulas you need to know? So some of the main formulas you need to know is a squared plus b squared equals c squared. You need to know all the circumference, diameter, radius formulas. I think it's 2 pi squared, pi, yeah, guys. Just remember, just know the circumference, the diameter, and the radius formulas, and you'll be good. Know the a squared plus b squared equals c squared. What else? There are a few more, but if you watch that YouTube video, he literally does every single formula that you need. Definitely does every single formula that you need. So I suggest y'all watch that video. Even if you are good with the website, just see in the description, he breaks it down, and he uses all the formulas that you'll need. So I suggest y'all watch that, because he does put them all in the video, which is very helpful. I was writing them down, and I was like making sure I did all the problems, practice and everything. So y'all will get it, definitely. It's not that bad. Okay. What is MEPS like? Okay. I will give y'all a verified version, because I'm going to do another video on that, maybe eventually. But when you go to MEPS, you're going to get there, you go upstairs. Well, when you first get there, you're going to go into the building, you go through the metal detectors and everything, and then you go upstairs. It's going to be hectic unless you're there like when they open 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, it's gonna be really hectic. And it's gonna be workers, and it's not always yelling, but you're gonna hear stuff on the speakers. You're gonna see people in lines everywhere. You're gonna see the seats in the front. And when you go to the front desk, listen, hopefully your recruiter tells you what to do when you get there. But if they don't, then just go to the front desk. But be quick with your question, because those people don't care what you have to say. They're very rude, and they will sit there and be like, what do you want? Why do you not know where you're going? Like, they will make you feel like crap. Well, at least the one I go to, it's in Dallas. Yeah, they'll make you feel like crap, but it's cool though, because we love them all. But yeah, MEPS is just stay to yourself unless you want to make some friends while you sitting in those seats waiting to take that test, or to swear in, or to go to medical, all that. I'm gonna tell y'all about the night before, and the morning of, and that whole day. I'm gonna tell y'all about medical and everything, and about staying in the hotel the night before. I'm gonna tell y'all about that in another video, because that's a whole nother video. Next question. The dress code for MEPS. Now, I made this question because, guys, I was that one. You know how everybody is always, I guess they just know I'm not that person. I would go and do my own thing. So the first time I went to MEPS, I was supposed to take my verification test. I get there, I have on joggers. They're like full joggers, but they have a rip in the knee. My recruiters saw me, because the recruiters take us everywhere. I went to their office. I was sitting there for like a good 30 minutes. Another recruiter took me, was sitting outside in the lobby. I went, sat down, waiting to be, processed. I was getting ready. They gave us all our stuff. Was finna go get fingerprints and everything. And the guy was like, y'all recruiter didn't tell you couldn't wear those? And I'm like, no, they most definitely did not at all. And they were like, oh, well, you can't test because we don't do that. Like, the chief, the day that I had took my actual test in her office, when I was gonna go take the verification test, she was gonna take me home because I had on a cropped sweatshirt, and it didn't show much, but it showed a tiny bit, and apparently it has to like come down just, like past your hip bone. So she was gonna take me home and do that. So I knew about the shirt, but I did not know that you couldn't wear rips in your stuff. That was the first time. The second time, what happened? I think I had on like you can't, when you take the test, whether it's the actual one or the verification, you can't wear any jackets. So if you came in a sweatshirt with nothing on up under it, you out of luck. Make sure you wear a long sleeve shirt if it's cold. It's not that cold in the room, but like around MEPS it's really cold because those workers are always running around. They don't sit down, they stand up. Some of them sit down, but most of them stand up. Make sure y'all don't wear ripped jeans, ripped pants, no leggings. They don't like leggings at all. Not ripped, not regular. They don't do leggings, they don't do tights unless your butt is covered. I don't know why they're so into jeans. Like, they don't like joggers. That's so weird. Not like the fact that they're ripped, but just they don't really like joggers. That's odd. Like, everybody comes in jeans. It's weird. Whatever. So those are all the questions that I was asked, but I'm just gonna finish up telling y'all more about it. So, like I said in the last video, the test is 11 parts. The first, like, 5 or 6 parts is just, like, math, English. It's gonna be, like, 2 different maths, like the word problem math, and then it's gonna be, like, the formula math. And then it's gonna be the English, the word association, and then what else is it? It's gonna be like a science. Then you're gonna go into assembling. If you want to be good in assembling, they have practice tests for those on the website as well. I feel like assembling is common sense. Like, as when you see it, when you get to the test and you see it, like, you can look at a few practice problems, but when you see it, your mind automatically puts it together. Now, sometimes it doesn't, but if you have that mind that just automatically throw things together, then you'll get it. Yeah, you'll automatically you'll be able to see it, and then you'll be able to either put it together or click on the answer that goes with it. What else? The verification test, like I said, it's like 15 to 20 questions. Once you finish that, they're gonna give you your you're gonna ask for the guy. You're gonna ask for the guy, and he's gonna come over, you know, check and make sure. And guys, when you doing the verification test, after your 15 to 20 questions, you're automatically gonna go to a next page. You're gonna press OK. I'm gonna go to the next page, and it's gonna say you're now ready to take the ASVAB, and it's gonna show you all 11 parts. Guys, do not pass out, please. Okay, I'm telling y'all, it's not gonna bump you into all the full test. Now, if you did not pass, it's gonna bump you into the full test. But if you did pass, it's gonna show you that page. Then it's gonna say get ready to take the ASVAB in the next one. It's gonna tell you like 11 sections, blah blah blah, and then that's when it's gonna say, okay, you're done. When I tell y'all, that's the most relieving thing, just being like, I do not have to take this again because I was not ready. Like, you already stressed about just going through the MEPS process and everything, and to see that page, like, people be like, oh my gosh. Now, listen, everybody gonna get that page. You need to be worried if you feel like you didn't pass them questions, because it's gonna bump you into the full test. Like, everybody sees that page, and when you press OK, it's either gonna say you are now done with the verification test, or you're just gonna bump you into the first section. So y'all need to study. That's all I gotta say. Y'all need to study for real, because if you know that you're not good in math, English, or science, or if you like left school because you didn't want to do the stuff like that, you need to study. Because if you don't just have it like that, like my boyfriend is just naturally smart, like naturally smart. He just is gifted in every area. But for me, I can do English, you know, that's my strong point. Math, no. So I had to study. Like, every night I was studying. Even when I was like, do I want to go to the Navy? Do I not want to go to the Navy? When I was like still considering, I was still studying, because I knew that it don't come to me easily. I have to go for it. I have to, you know, study. So yeah, that's my thing for y'all. What else? I'm gonna tell y'all about MEPS and medical, because that's like a deeper look into MEPS. I'm gonna tell y'all about that in another video. But yeah, that's all I have for y'all today about the verification test and the ASVAB. So I really hope you all enjoyed this video. I hope it was helpful to you all. I will be answering more questions. If you need questions, you can either email me or you can let me know in the comment box, and I will answer all your questions. I will get to every single one of them. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. I really appreciate it. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Like I said, it's only up from here. I'm still learning, and as I learn, I'm gonna, you know, help y'all and y'all can help me. So thank you so much. Have a great day.